You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry, ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my review for Thunderbolts. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Thunderbolts is a 2025 action-adventure film directed by Jake Schreier from Marvel Studios. Ensnared in a death trap, an unlikely group of misfits featuring anti-heroes or just straight-up villains we've encountered in the past embark on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest edges of their past. The film stars Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell, David Harbour, Hannah John Kamen, Olga Kurylenko, Louis Pullman, and, of course, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So from the concept of Thunderbolts, I was a bit underwhelmed just hearing about it. I don't know. Did we really need this little misfit band all to come back? Some of these characters we haven't seen in years. Most of these characters we've seen for like 10 minutes, and that's about it. And personally, there were at least two of the characters on this team that I did not want the redemption arc that they had already received in their respective properties, nevertheless bring them onto an actual, like, hero team for the MCU. The trailer looked good, the reviews were coming in, and they seemed positive, so I had hope that Thunderbolts would be quite the pleasant surprise from Marvel. And pretty much, yeah, this was quite the pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, for me, the biggest positive actually is the subject matter, what we delve into, what we deal with. This film gets a lot deeper and darker than I had imagined. And we're really confronting not only pasts and mistakes, really coming to terms with those dark places we've been, because I think Bucky particularly did a lot of that in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but we straight up deal with depression. And depression takes a huge role in this film, a way bigger role than I was anticipating. I thought it was just going to be maybe Yelena and each of our team members dealing with that. However, the way they manifest it, I thought was really well handled. And I was pleasantly surprised to see what a huge role depression played here. And suddenly I was looking at the screen like, wait a minute, am I the villain in Thunderbolts? Am I the antagonist? I thought it was all handled really well. Everything was dealt with in a nice, complex, and thoughtful manner. The visuals looked really cool to complement the deeper themes that were happening. And then our actors were all fantastic, particularly Florence Pugh. She is definitively the lead here. She is definitively the leader of this team with Yelena. Yelena has slowly but surely become one of my favorite current characters in the MCU. She's grounded, she's complicated, she's relatable, funny, badass. She has all the qualities you want, and I loved her in this film. This really solidified her as one of my favorites. I thought Lewis Pullman, though, was also fantastic as Bob. Another really interesting, complex character that I had a lot of fun with. And the rest of our cast was great as well. I love anytime we get Sebastian Stan back, not bald-headed, but with a nice head of Bucky hair. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus gets the most work she's had so far. She's actually given material, and as you'd expect, she knocks it out of the park. The visual effects looked really good. I think the actual battle sequences that we do get are fantastic. There's some great hand-to-hand battle sequences with some really good cinematography done here. The camera work in this film is some of the best for action in a very long time from Marvel. And that original score, oh my gosh, I loved this score. The music elevated literally everything, every single thing. And the main theme for these Thunderbolts, the main theme we got that goes into the credits and everything is amazing. All of it, though. The entire film has a beautiful score that truly elevated the entire experience. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Thunderbolts? Well, the problem with big team up films is that many of our characters don't really get the attention you'd hope for, and that is certainly the case here. I'm gonna be honest, there's one member of the team I was wondering why they were included. It really felt like a pointless inclusion. Just gonna put that out there. But actually, several of our team members don't really get a time to shine. Like, we really get deep and dark with some of the folks here. And then Ghost, particularly, I wish had gotten more to do, more to say, more time, period. In addition to that other team member I just mentioned, we also build up a lot of things that don't really matter. And while I love that Julia Louis-Dreyfus got so much more to do here, the political side of both her and Bucky's character, Bucky particularly, actually, I couldn't have cared less about. I don't know. We have a whole impeachment proceeding. Bucky is Senator Barnes running around here for some reason. I don't really understand why we pivoted to make Bucky a senator because it really doesn't have anything to do with the story. I mean, honestly, he could have just been himself and we could have had this exact same film. Senator or no senator. It made no difference. But overall, I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. This is actually one I really want to go see again. The entire experience feels like it will be enhanced with repeat viewing. I related so much to so many of the themes that are explored here. At first, I questioned where we ended off the film, the entire little ending there. But then the post-credit sequence made it so much more interesting. So you get two post-credit scenes here, a fun one in the mid-credit, and then you have to stay all the way to the actual post-credits because that sequence sets it all up. It really is one of the most important post-credit sequences we've had in Marvel. It sets up a great dynamic with the other members, potentially, of our teams moving forward, as well as gives a great segue into films to come. Plus, the credits themselves are really interesting. What they do on screen with the news headlines and kind of setting the stage of culture was wonderful. So if you're a Marvel fan, I think this is the one to kind of get you hyped and really feels like the introduction we've been waiting for this phase of Marvel. This is what feels like it's catapulting us into this arena. With these characters, the new wave is here, and we are actually moving towards the next big Avengers films. So if you've been waiting for that, if you've been wanting that feeling and missing that feeling, I think you need to rush out and see Thunderbolts in the movies, full price ticket. It is definitely worth the trip. So that was my review for Thunderbolts. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Thunderbolts or have you already checked it out? Let me know all of your thoughts and comments either in that comment section down below or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.